get to the Kansas City Chiefs, the other team that we saw in last year's Super Bowl, and they seem to be getting back on track. They got Xavier Worthy back, and that was a big boost, but sort of got right against the Giants on Sunday Night Football and then got more right this past week. Rod, how do we view Kansas City right now with some of their guys starting to come back?
I think like Coach said this past week, they're getting healthier, and I love the fact that Xavier Worthy. I mean, this young man, he's come in. I know his first game, I gave him a hard time calling him a little skinny dude, but his energy and the speed that he plays with had a huge impact on this entire team. I love the fact that the Chiefs are getting back to taking shots down the field, even though Patrick Mahomes, he's not connecting on a lot of them, Coach. But the fact that they can throw the ball, that they're actually threatening a defense, I think that really helped the run game and being able to spread the ball around.
No question about it. For the first time this past Sunday, I saw just drop back, 5 steps, let it go, on rhythm, making some plays down the field. What we'd seen in the past was the only way they got big plays was Mahomes moving around, but they did some stuff on rhythm, and that was promising to me. The other thing was just the opposite of what we're talking about with Philadelphia. We had them, they're 1-2. The whole world is saying, you guys are trash. And what did we hear from their players and coaches? Hey, we're going to be fine. We're going to pull out of this. We're coming together. We know what we have to do. There was no anti-anything. It was just, hey, we'll get this together. And I think starting to get these guys healthy. And when Rice comes back, I think they're going to be something.
You start looking at within the division too, and now all of a sudden you start to say, wow, the Chargers lost 3 offensive linemen, the Chiefs are getting healthier, and then now all of a sudden you start to see that the Chiefs are a very dangerous team, especially now with this run game starting to take place. And when the Chiefs are able to run the football and throw the football with some consistency, and you know Steve Spagnuolo is going to have that defense right, Coach, they're very tough to deal with.
Let's not forget about that. Baltimore was the #1 scoring team in football last week. Everybody thought, and including me, thought they were going to go in there and put up a bunch of points on the Chiefs. The Chiefs basically held them to 13 until a garbage touchdown when their second team was in there. Holding that unit to 13 points, that's Steve Spagnuolo, and they feel confident they can do that. So, I would say the same thing. Look out for the Chiefs.
I like where the Chiefs are right now. Now, the biggest concern to me still is that right tackle spot, Jawan Taylor. We've talked about that a lot. He's by far the lowest graded offensive lineman in the group at a 45 grade. Now, the problem with that is they're paying for that problem. You know, he was somebody that they brought in to help them on the right side of the offensive line. The plus is Simmons over at the left tackle spot has been a good find for them. And I think he will get better throughout the course of this year. And it's interesting, too, could receiver pass catcher go from weakness? Obviously, they're without 2 of their best guys and a slow start to the year to now Tyquan Thornton, as a result, gets himself in that circle of trust. So now you're going to have Thornton, another guy, Worthy healthy. Rashee Rice gets back. Hollywood Brown becomes that 3rd, 4th option.
Juju.
Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster, Noah Gray. That's a lot of guys that they could potentially have when they get themselves fully right. Go ahead, Rod.
Yeah. But that's what makes them dangerous. And that's the thing that really made the Chiefs dangerous. Is one guy that you couldn't focus on. Of course, Travis Kelce, he was the key guy when he was younger, flying around, making plays. Now you have to, and this is the thing that makes him very difficult to have to defend, Coach, because you can't go in there with one game plan saying we have to stop this one guy. You have to be concerned with everybody. And when everybody steps up and Juju's making touchdowns and guys are not complaining about how many catches they're getting, this team is dangerous, man. And Andy Reid, and you talk about Jawan Taylor, and I watched Jawan Taylor, and he's given more effort. He at least is trying to get better when you watch him play. So it's not perfect, and they're going to always have to chip and help him out and devise plays to try to work within the scheme. But overall, man, I like where the offensive line is at, and I like his effort. He's at least trying.
And what Jack said, that's a great point. The left tackle is now a little more solid, so you don't have to help both sides. You only have to look at that one side. And Mahomes now can eyeball that right side. I don't have to worry about my backside as much. Now that left end who's rushing and giving Taylor problems, he's still got to be careful. He comes inside too fast, There goes Mahomes. He gets upfield, Mahomes ducks underneath. So I think solving that left tackle problem has really helped them. And they might have found another guy, too, in that Smith, that young running back. He's given them some juice, just like Pacheco did when he came in as a late-round choice.
And you'll see with that juice that young running back is given, Pacheco's going to up his game, and you're going to see Kareem Hunt up their game because now it's competition.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.